Good morning, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. I'm just sweeping this wood burning stove here, and basically I just want to do a short video like I'm doing now because I don't want to bore you to death. I'm just doing this. The reason why I'm doing this, it's got an inspection hatch here which you can't see, and they've got a thermometer, and I strongly recommend that everybody should have one of these. Sometimes they don't stick on there, but you can get them to stick on there, so when you order them, make sure that I mean it'd be all right there, but the ideal place is up here, so always check where they stick onto first. But the reason why I'm doing this is because it's got an inspection hatch, as I've just said, and I want you to know why they're there. And basically, if you unclip them like that, always turn them around when you take them off and drop them down, because you don't want to scratch the pipe. And there you go. Then basically what they are designed for is, like a lot of stoves, you can't get all the bits out. It's a lot more complicated. Like this one with the bits, you can get them all out, but it's a lot more complicated to get the bits out because the grate has to come out and stuff like that. So they put these inspection hatches inside the appliances so that you can still use the same size brush like that. And then basically what you do is you push it up there, and then you can push it up, and then what you can do is then you put your hoover nozzle in there like that. Let me just try and sorry, because I'm trying to, I should be normally have the on a tripod, and then what you do is you stick the hoover nozzle there, and then you turn it on, and then you go up really slowly. So I'll show you when I get to the end, because obviously you've seen enough videos of me sweeping. Right, basically we're at the top now. I'm going to put you right up close, because what I want you to hear is that, did you hear that? Or is that donking noise? I won't do it too many times, but you always want to hear that donking noise when you're sweeping the chimney, because a lot of sweeps, not all of them, all the good ones don't, but a lot of sweeps, if they don't go all the way to the top, what can happen is you can get a build up just below, like say few feet below the actual cowling, and it can build up over a period of time, and then when someone else comes out to sweep it, they actually feel that they're at the top and they're not, and then it'll block up, and then then you won't be able to use the appliance properly. So it's always a good idea, because these are all connected to the liners, and if they've been connected properly there should be no issues. But it's always a good idea just to hear that donk, as you've just heard. Then you know you're underneath the cowl, and it also, what it does is it knocks any bits off that are around it, because they open up a bit bigger than the actual liner itself. So basically all I've got to do now is I've got to bring it back down. Very straightforward, very simple way of doing it. It saves you taking all the bits out. I mean, I prefer taking all the bits out, but it's Saturday today, so we're on a nice easy day we do today. So like I don't mind coming out on Saturdays, because I respect people work during the week, and they don't really want to take time off, have someone come round for an hour to sweep their chimney. So I will show you when I've finished. Yeah, as I was saying, basically what you've got to do is just stick your hoover in there, just give it a bit of a hoover up. I've literally just done it just now, so and then you just move it around. But the best place to do it is just to shake the bricks, the baffle plates about, and then any crap that drops down, and then at least it's all cleared and everything, because it can catch light on top of there. And then I've just got to put this back into position, but I can't do it and hold the camera at the same time. So. And obviously I can't have it in front of me because then it makes everything dark, so I'll just put that back in. That's it, it's all back into position, all clean and ready to go, all safe. And then what I'm going to do is just going to give that a bit of a hoover up in there, like that. Obviously this is a multi-fuel stove, as you know, very well aware with the multi-fuel ones. And then see how easy. There's a little bit of a gap there, but you can literally put the hoover and just push it across. You've got a strong enough hoover. I don't know if you saw that, but literally just move it across like that. Then give it a bit of a hoover up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it back on pause. One thing I would explain is this is how they clip into position, so you can see. It literally, they go up like that. And then obviously that bit goes onto that hook there, then you twist it around like that. Can you see that? See how that operates like that? So if you ever get a bird coming down the chimney, it's a great way of getting them out through the inspection hatch. Instead of having to take all the baffle plates and everything out, you can get your hand in there and remove the birds. 9 times out of 10 they will come to the light. So yeah, just literally the best thing to do is to do what I've done, do it like that first on this side round, then turn it around. And as you can see, it's a multi-fuel stove, so it can burn coal or wood on this one. And the inspection hatch is back into position. Remember, if you're only burning wood, you can just literally fill that up with ash. And as you can see, look, it is moved. The stove has moved. I repeat, yes, it has moved. So what do? We move them back into position. So what I'm going to do, put it back on pause again, and there you go, it's back in position. And I've shown you how to do it before, but it's better to do it with both hands because you don't want to scratch the actual half. The good thing about these halves, because they're slated and there's some marks on it, any oil-based substance will get it off. So that's it. That's what an inspection hatch is used for. And as you know how to remove, not to remove, but you know how to, the reason why that these doors move. And someone was questioning about it earlier today. The reason why they move is that you can either open them up too fast, because sometimes they get stuck when they get hot, or other times that they swing around, and it's literally, they're just very, very heavy, the doors. And that's why they move. It's nothing major, easy to put back into position, and there you go. Everything's all sorted and it's ready for the customer to be used. And now I always say to the customers, if you have any issues whatsoever, we don't just sweep your chimney, we service them, we look after them, and we make sure that if you have any issues at all, I always say to people, record the issue, send it to me, and then hopefully I can help you over a video call. We can get you up and running, or I'll come back out. It's all part of the service, because basically at the end of the day, I want to keep you as a customer, and I want to be able to make sure that you're burning your stove in the right efficient way, and obviously I want you to be using it, especially now that the weather's dropped. And the other thing I will say is, now that the weather's dropped, what you might find is that they might start downdrafting when you have your first fire. I've got a few videos on my channel. Remember, this is a community channel, so if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask me anytime. And the other thing is, if you do suffer from downdraft, watch my downdraft videos, and that will sort that problem out instantly. Anyway, have a great morning from Zachary Sweeps.